Good morning, YouTube. Alright guys, today is a different video, unlike any other ones I've posted. I know if you guys will go and check out my latest video, I'm going to go ahead and post it right up here for you guys to see. Look at the latest video that I posted, and at the end of that I explained, I want you guys to reach out to me, of course for fitness, of course for food, but also if you guys are looking for just overall health, and I'm talking mental health at this point. I want to reach out to you, and I want to actually give you guys, and I actually scripted it here so you guys can get an insight on what helps me stay motivated, what helps me go throughout the day, because I know I've been doing this for quite some time actually, and one of the hardest things to do is to stay motivated, guys. It's a very difficult process. There are ups and there are downs with every aspect of life. And I hope if I give you my 10 examples, which is what I'm trying to get to, I wrote 10 examples down for you guys as to what helps me stay motivated, how I continue just to push and push regardless of the bad days, and how I feel even better on the good days. So we're gonna go ahead and delve into that, guys, and hopefully these 10 examples that I give to you, they will help you out in the long run and help you create a list of what keeps you motivated and what helps you stick to the grind, guys. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get going. Welcome back. Okay, this video is about what keeps me motivated, and if you guys are first time viewers, I want to welcome you to my channel. I'm really glad you could join me here, and if you guys are sticking along with me, welcome back. I hope you guys enjoy the videos and things I post. For the new guys, if you enjoy this video, and the guys that already watch my videos, if you enjoy this video, by the end of it, please go ahead and like, subscribe, so you can follow along and stick to some of the videos, and hopefully they help you out in the long run. Okay, I don't know how long this video is really gonna be. I just wanna dive in and give you guys the 10 things that help me stay motivated. Some of these are tips to help you, but most of these are my reasons why, just to kind of give you retrospect to how I stay motivated, and hopefully they help you in the long run. Okay, so the first thing I would like to say, what helps me stay motivated, is learning your why. And what I mean is learn your why. It's a very simple question, why do you want to do the things you want to do? Try to learn that in the best way possible. Why do I day in and day out go to the gym every single day? Why do I try to keep my mind filled with just nothing but positivity? Why? Because it's going to help me out in the long run. It's going to grow inside of me, and it's just going to push me to the point where it's just like a passion. It's a driving force that keeps me going throughout the bad days, throughout the downfalls and all those other things. It helps me. So guys, learn your why, and I promise you it'll help you drive through things you never thought you would even be able to drive through. Okay, learn your why. Okay, my second thing I would like to say is learn something new daily. Guys, I am a firm believer in you never can learn enough, okay? Every single day, I try to learn something new, whether it be at work or whether it's in a book I'm reading. I want to learn something new every single day. It helps spark, genuine good thoughts. It helps spark, ideas, and just all around good, wholesome things altogether, guys. Learn something new every day, I used to hate, when my instructors and all that, they would be like, okay guys, today you just need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this, but I never really understood why I'm doing those things. And I hated it, going to work, and I would just do the monotonous thing. Okay, I'd get to work and I'd pull up the first job I had to do today and go do this maintenance and come back, okay, what's next, but I never really learned, the reasoning behind what this maintenance was for. So just an example, guys. And now, going into, I'm kind of in schooling right now, I learn something new every single day when I'm, hooking up equipment to a missile. I'm wondering, okay, what is this going to do for it? And how does it affect this specific system associated with the missile? So I like to learn new things so that it's just, little tidbits of information that help me, feel good about myself, and hey, I learned something new. So guys, learn something new daily. The third thing, and this is a really, really big thing, a lot of people don't really understand, okay? If you're not happy doing something, why are you doing it in the first place? Now, I get that some people, you're stuck in a spot and there's nothing you can do. But if, your extracurricular activities, if you're doing it because, some of your friends are doing it, or you're doing it because your parents say you need to do it, that doesn't justify your actions of why you want to do it. And I would be as transparent as possible. I would tell those people like, look, I hate doing this. I can't stand it. And I'm not gonna sit under this bubble that you guys have created for me so that I can make you happy. This is all about my self-worth and my happiness. So I hate doing it. I'm not gonna do it. And it's as simple as that. I know it can be kind of tough dealing with family members and friends that influence you on the daily, but guys, you need to break outside of that mental bubble here. And this is all about mental health at this point. You want to break out of that bubble, and you want to be, your utmost priority should be you. Be selfish at times, make sure that you are taking care of you. So if you hate doing something, don't do it. Just stop, okay? It's as simple as that, all right? So if you don't like what you're doing, or you're not happy doing it, then why do it, okay? Now, this kind of ties into if you're not happy doing something, why do it? Like I said, I'm going down this list here. This is all the things I wrote down. I'm not staring at a blank piece of paper, guys, I promise. Okay, so this kind of ties into the previous thing. So I said if you're stuck at a job you dislike, okay, show effort and don't complain. Okay, this is a key aspect to just your character. If you are somebody that goes out and they put a smile on their face every single day, regardless of the job, regardless of the situation, people are going to notice. And I'm not saying just, like your boss or, somebody higher up than you. I mean, your peers can even notice that and be like, yo, man, you're putting in all this hard work. And they could say something for you, and eventually that'll catch on, and somebody else will be like, yeah, he really is putting in that effort, or she's putting in that effort. So, guys, if you complain, and if you don't put in any effort in anything that you do, nothing is going to come about it. I mean, you may fail at some things, and failure is vital because, hey, guess what? I did this. It's not working, so let me try to switch it up. Let me tweak it, and let me go at it again. That right there is a bold statement of your character, and more than one person is going to notice, and it's going to make you outshine a lot of other people. I promise you. I was stuck in that position. I'm going to give another example. I was stuck in that position on the ship. I just got to the boat. And I was, putting in utmost effort. I was the new guy. I had to step up. I had to make sure that, what I was doing was, on par with the guys that have been doing it for years. And I would learn and I would absorb as much as I could, like a sponge. That's an analogy we use. And eventually, that ended up getting a lot of people's attention. That ended up, sparking interest in some of the higher up enlisted guys. And it got me a promotion within 4 months on the boat. It got me an automatic promotion to another rank just because I was putting in the effort and I wasn't complaining. I was there to do, and I was trying my best and giving my best. So give your all. Don't complain, guys. I know it's hard, but trust me, it'll help you in the long run. So guys, if you're stuck at a job you hate doing, don't complain and just put in the effort. And that's the other tip I can give you on what keeps you motivated. This next one, I think personally, this is a good one for me, and it may be a good one for you as well. But in bold letters, I put read with 2 exclamation points. What do I mean by read? Guys, feed your head. Honestly, listen to me. Feed your head with nothing but good things. Read self-development books. That's all I read now. I used to read nonfiction books. I used to read history books. I mean, I still do read history and, military nonfiction, stuff like that. It really intrigues me, like some of the older books. Long story short, guys, I have been wrapped in self-development books for over 2 years now. And I'm telling you guys, it is one of the, most rewarding things, because you take some of these examples that, these authors give you, and you implement their habits and how they go about doing things. And it really just transforms you into something you thought you would never be maybe 4 months ago. Never be in a position you're at now and you were, a year ago, thinking about, oh, I want to be at this point in my life a year from now. And you're already there 4 months in. It's just those kind of books and that kind of mindset. That's what it tries to set you up with, guys. So read, please. It helps a lot. I used to hate reading like all the time. I would fill up my head with TV shows and video games, and then I decided I was going to give myself an hour a night right before bed to read a minimum of 10 pages of the book I was reading. Just a minimum, guys. And sometimes that would be a chapter. Sometimes it'd be a little bit more. It was just a place and a set point I put on myself that I was going to read a minimum of 10 pages a night. Now I'm reading up to 2 chapters a night before bed. It's really rewarding. I actually will take at the end of every chapter and I'll write down 3 key points that I learned throughout that book. And if you write key points into a book, instead of just maliciously reading through it, guys, you're going to learn so much more, and it's going to stick in your head. So my advice to you is read, guys. It really helps out in the long run. Read, read, read. Listen, the next one I think is very important in a lot of people's mental health, guys. a lot of individuals find optimism to kind of be very, in a weird way, pessimistic. Like, why is he so positive all the time? Why is this person so positive? What can make his life so happy? Because if you stick to positive thoughts more than negative thoughts, you're gonna outshine anybody every day. It'll come out through you. If you stay positive throughout all these other things, like, okay, you're heading to work, blah, 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 you accidentally spilled coffee. Oh no, I spilled coffee. Well, at least it's a leather seat and I can clean it up. Guess what? No stain, no mess. We're good, we're happy. You know, positive little things throughout the day. You know, things happen. You know, life is hard. And the one thing I could say is if you find more positives in your life than negatives, you're gonna outshine anything and you're just gonna glow and resonate. And people are eventually gonna be like, wow, this guy is like, you know, he's a good person to hang around. And then you start being that influence to other people and it just branches out and it stems out to just this good positive vibe. And then everybody just wants to be around you. And I think that's what a lot of people want. They want that sense of like gratification. They want the feeling of self-worth. They want to feel important, you know. And you know, you spread out that positivity, people are automatically just going to bring you up. They're going to be like, well, this guy's awesome. I love hanging out with him. Let's see what else he has in store. Let's see what else I can learn from him. And it's a very, very effective way to be just a great influence to people. And that just even kind of reverses back on you and it makes you even feel better. I'm not saying it to try to gloat or be so like self-absorbed, but it'll definitely help you feel better in the long run. Like I said, guys, this is all about mental health, and I want you guys to feel as mentally healthy and selfish on your end as possible. I know it sounds kind of weird, but trust me, you need to be selfish at times. Okay, the next thing I would like to say is listen to podcasts. I listen to podcasts, and this is part of my morning habit every single morning, and it has helped me drive my day. So first thing in the morning, what I do is I'll wake up, I'll go take a shower, and then I will go make my cup of coffee, you know, kind of keep Montana asleep, try to let everybody sleep, stay quiet. I'll go make my coffee, and depending on the weekend or, you know, the weekday, on weekends I'll go sit out on my patio and I'll listen to a 10-minute podcast, motivational little 10-minute snippets a day. One of my favorite authors and, you know, entrepreneurs, millionaires is Dean Graziosi. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Dean Graziosi, but he is such a motivational and such a fired up person. And I love listening to his podcast every single morning. And I can't tell you, I don't know how many episodes he's had, but since the recent, you know, drive to listen to more podcasts, I listen to sometimes 5 or 6 podcasts from him a day that range from 20 minutes to 45 minutes. It just really depends. But I get so engaged and, you know, really get that cognitive thinking of, okay, you know, he's bringing up good points, good examples. I should follow suit and learn how I can be, you know, my greatest possible self and how I can, you know, outshine and be successful. So guys, listen to podcasts every single day. Even if it's like a 10-minute podcast, you know, implement it into your morning routine or your daily routine. And it's going to help your mental, you know, your mental capacity. You're going to go into work, you're going to go into school, whatever you're doing. And you're going to go in and you're just going to be like, okay, I listened to this morning. He told me, you know, blah, 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 X, Y, Z. And you're going to implement those in your day. And then the next day, it's going to be like clockwork. And, you know, habits will form, good habits will form. And you'll just begin to develop, you know, more positive things. And I think that's vital, guys. So I know listening to music is fun, going to work and all that, or, you know, driving. But just try to switch it up and try to listen to a podcast. I promise it'll help you. It has helped me tremendously change my mindset and how I do things. Like I said, this was part of my morning routine, you know, listening to podcasts. The next little snippet I want to say is find a great routine and stick to it. Like I said, every morning I'll wake up and I do the same thing every single morning just to make sure I have it down pat. Shower, coffee, you know, if it's weekend, go sit on the patio, podcast, on the way to work, podcast. When I get to work, go in there with a positive attitude, getting ready to knock out the day to learn something new, be positive more than negative, and all those little things tie together. And then when I go home, or when I come home, or before I go to work, depending on what shift I'm on, I go to the gym. So first, if I have a, you know, shift in the afternoon, first thing in the morning, I'll do my little morning routine of the podcast, and I'll go hit the gym, get that out of the way, head to work, come home, and get ready for the rest of the night, seeing what my day has in store for me. And on the weekends, it's kind of the same thing. Wake up, you know, gym, you know, see what the day has in store for me. But those few foundational keys to my day is what's created this good routine for me, and I try to stick, and I will stick to it the best of my ability. You know, situations arise, things happen, but that's the point of success. You learn how to, you know, combat those situations and come out on top. So guys, find a great routine, find something that you love doing every morning, and stick to it. Stick to that good routine, and I promise it'll help you out in the long run. I know I've been saying that a lot, but guys, it is a freaking walk, not a run scheme. It's gonna take some time to get into some habits, but it'll help you in the long run, I promise, okay? This one is kind of important for, you know, your physical health and also like your mental health. A lot of people don't really get that. Guys, drink a lot of water. Honestly, drink a lot of water and eat the right foods. You drink a lot of water, guys, you're gonna stay hydrated, you're gonna stay focused on the task at hand or tasks at hand. And when you eat right, you know, your whole body's gonna feel good, you're gonna have the energy, you're gonna have the focus. And that's just a staple foundation for having an overall good health, mental and physical. So guys, drink lots of water and eat healthy. That's all I can say about that one. All right, guys, my final point. When you're losing momentum, and it happens, everybody loses momentum. I lose momentum on, you know, almost more frequent than I like to admit, to be totally honest with you. When you're losing that momentum, when you feel like you just can't anymore, I can't do this, you know, I've been busting and busting and busting and nothing has come about it. I can't do this anymore. Guys, look back at your number one. Look back at the first thing I explained to you. Look back at your why. Why are you doing this? Think about it, genuinely think. Are there more positive things than the negative things? And if there's more negative things as to why you're doing it, guys, pull out of it, find something new. But if it's a driving force and you need to know and understand why you're doing something for the good, not just because you're doing it to do it, it's gonna reignite that spark. You're gonna go through and you're gonna be like, you know what? I know I feel like I just can't right now, but this why I'm doing this and how I wanna do this, it's gonna set me up for success in the long run. So guys, the bad days are gonna come. You can't stop them. They are inevitable. But what you can understand is you can outshine those bad days by being more positive, by showing that effort, by re-implementing that why into your life. Try to tell yourself daily. I walk into the gym and I think, subconsciously, I think, okay, why am I doing this? Overall, I want a great body. I want great health. I want to look good, feel good, and it's just an overwhelming power. And you know, people see that and they're like, okay, great. So guys, please, when you're sticking to your habit, just learn why, okay? I promise it'll reignite everything that has been troubling you in your life, okay? I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, it's the 10 things, and maybe if you want to write down 10 things that help you out, I'm sure it will help you. You know, when you write things down and you can visually see them, feel them, you're gonna understand and you're gonna grasp it better and you're gonna implement it more. And if you have to write it down every single day, you know, what you're doing, how you're doing it, if that's the way it has to stick, then so be it, do it. But for the most part, guys, those are my 10 things as what keeps me motivated. And I hope you guys really enjoyed that and got a good amount of information from it. I'm so happy you guys came to watch this video. Like I said, if you're new here, please, first off, welcome. And if you enjoyed this video, guys, go ahead and like and subscribe and just follow on for more videos. For the guys that have been following me, hey, I welcome you back. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, go ahead and like and, you know, tell your friends about it, guys. And I hope this helped to the utmost for you. And hopefully you guys will learn and implement new habits in your life and make yourself the better person all over, mentally, you know, even spiritually and physically, guys. Put yourself in the right mindset, get yourself going, and it'll drive you farther than you could ever imagine. All right, guys, have a great one.